Hello students and welcome to Learn with Hema's class. If you like the content of my channel, please do like and share my videos and also subscribe my channel. Today's video is specially for class 9th and 10th, how to write an appreciation of the poem without learning it by heart. Yes, my dear children, appreciation writing is a real subject of worry for all the 9th and 10th standard students as it carries 5 marks in the semester examinations. Now it's not that difficult. You just have to follow some 5 points and in those 5 points you score complete 5 marks. It all depends on the knowledge of your language also. Now when you write an appreciation of the poem during your semesters, you will already have the poem in your question paper, so you don't have to mug up anything, learn anything or take any tension. You will have the poetry right in front of you. The title also will be there in front of you and the poet's name will also be there in front of you. So the first point, which is of 1 mark, write the name of the poem and the poet, and you can also write about the poet in short or in 1 or 2 lines if you know about it. So only the title, that is the name of the poem, and the poet's name, which is already mentioned in the poem, in front of you. That is, you just have to copy the title and the poet's name and write that in framing a sentence. These 2 things you can write them by framing a sentence. And if you know about the poet, you can write 1 or 2 lines or in short about the poem, about the poet also. So this carries your 1 mark. Now for the second point, you should just go through the poem and see whether the poem contains any rhyming scheme. That is, we normally see the rhyming words at the end of each lines of the poem. So if it contains rhyming words, that means it will be having a rhyming scheme. Or if it doesn't have a rhyming scheme, it will be in free verse. So you have to mention that. The rhyming scheme of the entire poem taken as together, you will have to write that thing. Also mention the figures of speech. Of course, rhyming scheme also you can look at the poem and keep in mind, write it down. And figures of speech also, you have the poem in front of you, you can easily pick out the figures of speech if you have already studied the poem before in class, or you have understood the poem and you know how to make out figures of speech. That is one more important thing. So take down examples of figures of speech, what figures of speech are explained. Quickly glance through the poem and mention, and even write 1 or 2 examples explaining them. That would be helpful. This again will carry full 1 mark for you. The third point that I would like to mention is, that is again for 2 marks. I'll tell you the third point, which is very important for 2 marks. That is, you have to write about the central idea or the theme of the poem. Central idea or the theme of the poem, that means what message is conveyed through the poem. So if this thing you know about the poem, that yet what message it gives us, so then we can easily write down in 4 to 5 lines about the central idea or the theme of the poem. That would be enough for scoring 2 marks. Now 4th and 5th point are, write about your favorite lines from the poem and why they are your favorite lines. Also, lastly, you have to mention whether you like or dislike the poem, and if you like, why, and if you don't like, why, giving reasons whether you like it or whether you do not like it. You have to give it reason. So it's just that simple. Half of marks for 4th point and 5th point, a total of 5 marks. Complete 5 marks in your hand, in your board papers or in your semester exams. So this is so easy, you don't have to mug up anything. In 10th standard you have almost 8 poetries. For all the 8 poetries you don't have to mug up anything. You just pay attention to the poem, to the explanation of the poem during the school sessions or classes sessions. That's it, and nothing you have to learn or mug up. The poem is there in front of you and complete 5 marks are in your pocket. If you like my channel, please do like it and comment it and take care. Share with your friends. Thank you.